Hello people, Seku-Senpai here, and it's week 2 of anime. So yeah, it's the fall season. Last week I talked about week 1 shows. Just to give you all a quick recap on what shows I talked about, we had some returning sequels: Spike's Family Part 2 with an awesome opening and ending, My Hero Academia Season 6, Uzaki-chan Season 2. They also had some new fancy anime, Beast Tamer, aka Banished from the Hero Party, Pokemon edition, but with a harem party of cat girls and ultimate spirits. That's what I like to call the show, actually, considering what the context of the show is. There's also I've somehow gotten stronger when I improved my farm-related skills. It continues to be less impressive for me. Reincarnated as a sword. Interesting anime, crazy concept, but I think it works well. There's also I'm the Villainous, so I'm taking the final boss. I didn't talk about this last week, so just to get some quick thoughts on it. I think it's a really cute rom-com. It gets off similar vibes as, what's the name of the show? My Next Life as a Villainous, All Routes Lead to Doom. You know, the main character protagonist being reincarnated to this other world as the villainous character in that said game. And they're basically trying to avoid their death in the game because, you know, usually the villains die in the end, depending on which route you get. If you get the good ending, or I guess in this case, whichever ending you get in the game, the villain dies. So I did check out episodes 3 the other day and record some, but I never got to the editing and uploading, so I'll probably have something for that Saturday when episode 4 airs. So the other new anime was Raven and Inner Place, and then also the Gundam anime, the Gundam The Witch from Mercury. Awesome start. This week, though, we had a number of bangers. Because I was reading all comments last week, and some people were saying, oh man, there aren't too many interesting shows this week. Or at least that was last week. The week before last, 2 weeks ago, week 1, there weren't as many intriguing shows. I have to agree, there weren't like as many shows I was really excited to see, but I did check out. We had some sequels coming this season. We had the return of Mob Psycho Season 3, which first of all, I just want to talk about the opening. That opening animation, man. Yo, why are the openings for Mob Psycho just so well? I really like them. I really like the direction they go in. The story returns, has some nice messages. That's really what I like about the show. It has a nice message. Each episode gives off a nice message, or at least certain parts of the storyline give off nice messages that are, you know, good for the viewer. You know, we learn something. It's like, oh, and that's a reflection on, oh, hey, do what you want. You know, what makes you happy in the end of the day, you know, trial and error, you know, that's how life be, man. It ain't a paved road all the time, unless you're those few people who get stuff handed to them or something else like that. But there's Blue Lock, which is a new sports anime. Really intense, and I'm really excited for it. I know it's been highly anticipated. People have been talking about Blue Lock for a while. Yeah, it's like a battle royale between like different, it's not like a battle to the death. All these different soccer players are competing against each other. All these forwards are competing with each other to become the number 1 forward. So yeah, anyways, that's that. Some people have been comparing it to Haikyuu quality, in terms of like, you know, how well it is. Some people have even said Kuroko no Basket more so. Which I kind of agree more so with Kuroko no Basket than Haikyuu. Soccer with superpowers, you know, Kuroko no Basket be like basketball with like superpowers and whatnot. I'm excited for it. I checked out the first episode. I really liked it. And it's also by the same creator of As the Gods Will, which is one of my favorite battle royale survival manga. Anyways, there's also a new isekai anime, questionable isekai anime with a twist, the Eminence in Shadow, which I checked out the first episode. A lot of people were telling me this prior to them that they were excited to check it out. They're like, yo, Eminence in Shadow is about to be a banger. I can't even explain like the first episode, man. So dude got isekai'd. He wanted to get super strong in our world, but he knows, yo, we have our limits. It turns out that he dies, and then he's isekai in another world where he does have powers. He wants to get super strong, and then it turns out in the ending that he's back in our world. I don't know what's happening yet. I'm pretty sure they're going to explain some more stuff in episode 2. It's only been 1 episode, so it's not like I'm an expert on the show all of a sudden. There's Akiba Maid War, which is crazy, bizarre, and I like it. So it's like these maids in Akihabara who are like have some like gang under on the surface they seem like a happy maid cafe, but underneath They're over here like having some gang conflicts going on, like some gang wars going on, the different maid cafes, some crazy stuff in the first episode, which I kind of expected but didn't expect. It was like one of those shows where I knew the storyline was going to be completely different from what it looks like on the surface. I mean, the title of the show is Akiba Maid War, and I guess it makes sense when you complete the first episode. So yeah, I think it's great though. I like it a lot. I like how bizarre it is. I like to see crazy bizarre stuff. That's what I like about anime. I like seeing something that's out of this world that you will not see anywhere else. Something that'll make me be like, yo, it's crazy. It may seem out of this world, but I like it. You know, that's what I like about anime. There's also Do It Yourself, which is the DIY club anime. It's a nice slice of life. They're over here making some stuff in the DIY club. Good vibes. I like the characters. It's a chill vibe. There's Bocchi the Rock, which I heard is really great. I have not yet watched it. I'll be checking out this weekend. Probably do episode 1, episode 2 this upcoming weekend, and yeah, I'll be talking about it then. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out because I know I'm going to like it. There's More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers, which is an interesting rom-com. It gives me the same vibes as Love and Lies. Remember that anime? 2017? I checked it out on the channel.
Nope.
In this school that our main character goes to, there's a curriculum there where you basically pretend to be a married couple with another classmate that you're assigned with. And this is another class in the school. You need to take it to graduate. And he ends up with this other girl, whom he doesn't really get that much along with. You already know this type of premise. You know, the two characters don't really get along. As they spend time together, you get to learn more about each other, see another side of them, they get close, and then you know they have some romance bloom. But both of them also have their own crushes on other different people. So there's that element in there as well. So yeah, it seems interesting. Like I said, I feel like it's something that you've seen before, but I'm curious to see if the storyline might go in a different direction, maybe where I don't know, maybe it might add something else to it. I like the fact that both of the characters already seem a little interesting to start off with. Not really, to be honest. I'm just saying stuff to try and say something. I can't think of anything nice to say about it. The animation for it is nice. Other anime that aired this week that I thought were okay, on the other hand, Muchikaburi Hime, which is the Bibliophile Princess, I think was the name. Yeah, I think overall it was an okay first episode. It was really slow. It was a slow burn, but I think it's still going to be a nice storyline overall. I think that was just the first episode too, especially, you know, setting on the characters, the atmosphere, setting up what to expect for the rest of the series. Some difficulties that main girl may have. There's also Shinobi no Ittoki, which is a ninja-based anime. First episode was alright. Kind of weird, honestly. Like, I know how to word it, but the anime I enjoyed the first episode. I think it was somewhat slow in the first half also, but when things started to pick up, I was like, okay, this seemed intriguing. What I don't like about it, this is what I didn't like about it. I don't like the characters that much. Like, the premise of this whole storyline is the fact that this dude is, like, I forget what the name of it is, but he's like a special... He's like, since he's the next in line for something, he's like supposed to be like this special. He inherited this certain title that he just found out about today after being attacked by people. He also finds out that he's part of this ninja family, and he also finds out that his strict schedule and his upbringing, and all these academics and stuff, was because it was all training for this moment. But he never had any training in self-defense that they never show in the first episode. If you train him for this role, then at least train him to fight. Dude only knows gymnastics and he's good at his academics. I don't know how the academic part will relate to this, but I don't know. I felt like the storyline, right? I feel like it was like a little messy there for me, but I'm curious to see how upcoming episodes will be. If they may elaborate more on some things, if we get to see some other sides to the storyline, and maybe make more sense of some things. But I mean, it's only the first episode, so that's just my first thoughts on my first impressions from it. This upcoming week, we kind of have the last hoorah of anime airing this week. We got Bleach returning this week, actually tomorrow or today. I don't know when I'm going to have this up. I'm probably going to have this up on Monday. I'm recording this on Sunday, so I might have this up on Monday instead. There's also a Chainsaw Man. Highly anticipated. There's also Urusei Yatsura 2022 by David Production, a remake on the original one from the 1970s, late 70s, early 80s. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Let me know what shows y'all enjoying most this season. What anime are you looking forward to most this month? What is your favorite anime? Yeah, again, that's all I have to say. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week, actually. Enjoy your week and these new shows. Peace and out.